React folder you can create. After creating the React folder, open CMD inside. So create a folder, React. Under the React folder, open the CMD. In CMD, run the first command I sent in your chat. After that, run the second command. Run the first command in your chat, this one CMD. After that, run the second command in your CMD. Hope we are running the command. The first command is setting the environment for React. The first command is a setup of environment for React. Once the first command is ready, run the second command as well. and let me know once it's complete. I think it's not applicable for Suma. Other people can do. Suma, better you can log out also.
Okay, sir.
Please run the first command as well as second command. Just run the command. For you, project setup will happen automatically through the command. Run the first command and second command. Let me know once it's completed. You have to create the folder, Rosan. You have to create the folder, and after the follow here, I have written no create a folder. Inside the folder, open CMD. In that, run first command. How we are running here? You have to type the first command, then type the second command. You should have proper.
Sir, I have created folder, but npm install is g create react app is copy paste in react first cmd. It's error.
What is the error?
Sir, I can send you screen access in WhatsApp group.
Read करो आप क्या error है?
Okay, sir.
Can you read one or two lines?
एक मिनट sir. Sir, npm error code is not found. Npm error site system call get add info. Npm error is no is not found. Npm error network request to HTTP
Internet.
website name create.
Yes, I understand. Check your internet connection. So wherever you are running this command, it should have proper internet. Without internet, it will not work.
Okay.
The system you are running in that internet you have. Internet
No,
is
sir, no,
required.
not correct. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Internet is required in that computer. Okay, anyone else going on or completed? Right. Next, after that, if completed, then very good. You go to your CMD.
Sir, then second line is copy paste in React for CMD in CMD.
Everything in CMD only.
But I am not following. Sir, second is not run. It's error cannot find model C.
First,
Module not found.
first execute the first command, then execute the second. First complete. After completion of first only, then run the second.
Sir, first is completed. Run npm audit pod.
Then type second properly. You have made some mistake in spelling. Run second command properly with the proper spelling and all.
Yeah, sir.
मतलब सबका हो गया, आपका नहीं हो रहा है तो सर कि कौन टेक्नोलॉजी गलत है बताइए, बात नहीं मानते हो आप।
Sir, it's server is connected.
Last will come happy hacking. If second command will get complete, it will show in the last call happy hacking. Happy hacking will come.
Not required. Any internal or external command operator. But it's not run. Module not found code.
Which model?
Sir, I sent the SS in WhatsApp group, sir.
Write there npm. Hope you are writing npm.
What, sir?
You are using the
NPM
laptop or desktop?
laptop, sir.
In that you have connected now Zoom. जहाँ पे
No,
लॉगिन
sir.
हो आप उसमें कनेक्ट करो, आप लॉगिन जूम करो, उसमें लॉगिन करो आप. लॉगिन इन द लैपटॉप इन जूम एप्लीकेशन आई विल राइट इट. लॉगिन कर सकते हो.
Yeah, sir. One.
कल से लॉगिन लैपटॉप में करना है, मोबाइल में नहीं करना है, ठीक है. लॉगिन इन
Okay, sir.
लैपटॉप. डू क्विकली, जल्दी करो आप. फर्स्ट कमांड एग्जीक्यूट किया है क्या?
Yeah, sir.
उसका स्क्रीन
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
उसका फिर से रन करो फर्स्ट कमांड. लॉगिन इन लैपटॉप फर्स्ट. लॉगिन इन लैपटॉप. लॉगिन इन लैपटॉप फर्स्ट क्विकली.
Sir, I server is very slow.
बताइए अब क्या करेंगे हम. फर्स्ट कमांड रन करो आप और स्क्रीनशॉट भेजो हमको. सिबल.
Okay, sir. Sir, I send it.
Then now run the second command. To execute the second command, you need to have very good internet with the huge data, 1 GB. Run that second command and you can send me the screenshot. If error, then you can try in daytime. Once you get the proper internet, you can try. Run second command, and then you can send me the photo. Okay, and then our project is set up here. Next, what we have to discuss is we need to discuss like in this project, what is the folder structure? Then we need to understand the JSX. Then we'll understand how React work. After that, we can create our own file. Okay. After that, we can create our own file and then we'll see.
Sir, I send it.
Don't know, you can try in daytime or other option, you can keep proper internet and then call me 6:30 evening, I will guide you. But this way it will not work out. Which way? When you log in, see, you also understand, when you attend online classes, person is not in front of you, person is sitting somewhere else, you are sitting somewhere else, right? In that case, your proper internet, your proper infrastructure is a requirement, is required. Proper system, internet should be able to connect. Now suppose if internet is able to connect in your laptop, I can fix now only, but is not able to connect. You are saying internet is slow and that problem is coming because of slow internet only. Else daily lakhs of the people use the same command. Or now in front of you only, for 8 people got set up for you to become fail because internet has the problem. Okay. So understand that and then arrange everything properly, keep proper internet and then continue. Okay. Buy a very good, if you are using the mobile data, then purchase a 200 GB per day and don't watch video before the classes. Once you finish the class, then watch video or anything. Don't explain the data here there. Keep internet data sufficient for the during the class time. Daily you have to download something. Daily you have to install some other packages. Okay, if data is not there, system is not working properly, then what will happen? At last, we cannot be success. We will be daily failure, daily failure. That will not be helpful for you. Okay, so I remove that all and then. Okay, next after that. After that, let's come to our project folder. Go to the project one. Inside the project one, you can see node modules, public folder, and SRC folder. Node modules, public folder, SRC folder, and few other files are there. Node modules is going to hold. Node modules is holding all the libraries that is required to develop a project in React. Node module hold all the library that is required to develop a project in React. Okay. Your public folder will hold one HTML file, and in public folder we can keep some logos, some kind of extra photos, or any JSON file for testing purpose. We keep in public folder. The SRC folder is our main folder. SRC folder is our main folder. From there we can, from there only we are going to write the code inside the SRC folder. Okay. This package.json file, whichever we have, it is holding the information about what are the library, what are their version, and where it is installed in your computer. So entire location of the packages and information about the packages and library is available under the this package.json files. So when we install any other external library, that will get added under the package.json file automatically. And then your React compiler will understand, yes, these all are the libraries installed and this is available on so and so places in the project. Okay. So next work will be to just compile this project and understand how the compilation will happen. So please go to your project folder and open CMD. Project one, you can see under the React, we have a folder called project one. Go inside the CMD, open CMD. Right here, code space dot and enter. Code space dot and enter. Code space dot and enter. It will open the VS Code. It will open the VS Code. Now code space dot you press VS Code is opened. Next, after that, in the same CMD, you will write npm start. npm start. What is this npm start? npm start command is going to compile your project source code. Whichever the source code you have in your project is going to compile. Okay, compilation in the sense it is going to search is there any kind of error, any module dependency, any other thing is broken, HTML file exists or not. So end to end, like what are the functionality required to execute a project, those every functionality will get compiled, it will get checked. If everything is proper, then it will say compilation success. Compilation success. That meaning your project is ready to execute.
Sir, what is package lock.json?
Information of all the packages. Open that file and check inside, you will get to know. List of all the packages that is stored.
And package.json? I mean, like the difference in those two.
Those two difference is nothing. One is like whenever you install any package, it will get added under the package log.json file. Okay. This package log.json file we should not modify manually. Which file? Package log.json file. We should not modify manually. Whereas package.json file you can modify manually also. You can add something extra here line also. But package.log.json files is like it's being handled by system completely. Okay, where the library has downloaded, Where is the path? Can you see here? This where and where the libraries are downloaded. So this is not made by us. If you modify anything in that, suppose I modify something here, modify something. Now what will happen? This file has downloaded from other source. We modify according to our wish. So what will happen? Dependency will get breakdown. So in that case, system says like package.json file. If you are doing anything in your local system, see here, if I go to the package.json file, what is saying here? It says like name is React one, version is something. In the while generating the build, we can set our own path here. Or other activity, like suppose you install, you copy paste a module, or maybe you are giving a path to a other drive. Like suppose in D drive you have a folder, that folder path you want to give here. So that you can give in package.json. But whenever we come to the package.log.json file, package log.json file, this is purely being handled by the system. Because of that, they are given the name called the log. It's being handled by system. System will take care of this particular file.
Okay, thank
You can see here, the paths are added here. This path, where and where, what are the library is downloaded, all the paths are added here. Okay, so that your compiler is going to take care. Like yes, this file is downloaded from this particular location. So this is there. What is the version and all. Okay. This is not related to your system structure. You can see here all the packages whichever is installed in your node modules, all are here. Okay, version is there. It is not showing where it is. It is showing where it has come from. Okay, what is their dependency? That is showing here. Okay. But package.json file says like this is the setup by default. In case if you want to change, you can change also. You can here we can add our own one extra line saying like okay, once I'll create a build where my build will be there, what will be the location, what will be the domain name. That's all we can set from this file. Package.json file. A developer can take care of that. Developer can modify, developer can edit, but the package.log.json file is a completely your system work. System will take care whenever it's downloading any packages. Now we will be installing some other package also further going on. So whenever we install any extra package, their information will get added under the log.json file. That is called list of dependencies. What are the dependencies are required in a system? Next, after that,
you.
so you can see here compiled successfully. That represent everything is proper. In your project level, there is no any kind of error and everything is organized systematically. Everything is on proper location, code wise, source code wise, everything is perfect. Then only compilation successful will happen. Now it says like you have a path here called, it says like the URL. If the project got compiled successfully, since what we have set up, it is a development environment. Development environment. So in that, whenever you want to see the output of your project, you have to compile it, and that is through the npm start. By default, it has given a port number that is called 3000 port number. That is possible to change also. 3000 port number, we can change as well. Now we'll come to the browser and we'll write there localhost colon 3000, or might be in your browser it's already open. Check once. In your browser by default is open. I am modifying this file yesterday 1-2 lines. Let me comment that. Your file is also similar, but in your file that the huge code, you are going to delete that and you are going to add that. Let me come again. Save. Now after that, I'll come to the browser. In browser, localhost colon 3000. So for me, it's saying welcome React. For you, the page will be the default page. The default page will be there for you. That is called React landing page. Logo and all will come. Come to the project folder. Go here under the SRC. You have a file called app.js file. In app.js file, delete everything. App.js file is the main file that is coming in your browser. Delete everything and just write this one. In app.js file, delete everything. Write a normal function that we used to write in JavaScript. I have shared in the chat. Hope modified. After modification, let's save the file. Look into the browser. You will find in browser welcome React will come. Welcome React is coming. Next after that, you can see in this file, app.js file. App.js is the name of a file. App.js is the name of the file where there is a JavaScript function. Function name is called app. Function name is called app. Okay, function name is called app. Function name is called app. Right. Under that app function, under the app function, you can see there is a HTML code directly that we have not written like this earlier. We used to write in double quote. We used to return that. We used to write document.getElementById. Correct. But now what is that? It is something different completely. The JavaScript code as well as HTML codes are together. JavaScript code and HTML code both are together. So that is called as a JSX. JavaScript code and HTML code are together. That is called as a JSX. JavaScript and XML. JSX. JavaScript and XML. So how the JSX work? We have to study that. It is not difficult. It's simple only. React code is going to come under the JSX, JavaScript, HTML, based on rule of the XML. All we have to combine together. After that, it will be proper and it will give better output. So what we can do is let's come here. After H1, you write a P tag. Write a P tag. Write inside hello from P tag. It started throwing the error. When H1 was there, it has worked proper. It has given the output. When he wrote as a paragraph after H1, it's throwing the error. Not only paragraph, if we add any tag, maybe if I add here bold and close the bold, right, it still shows the error. Okay. So reason to show the error is only one. Reason to show the error is only one. What is that? We have written the HTML, H1 and bold tag inside a function. That is not the problem why we are written inside the HTML. The problem is we are not following the rule of XML. We are not following the rule of the XML. Because of that, your JSX got failure. Okay, XML says like if you have more than one tag, you have to keep inside a parent tag. That is called rule of the JSX. Okay. You can say XML rule or JSX, since JSX is going to come from the XML rule only. So we can also say inside a file, inside a function of React, inside a function of React, if you are using only one tag, then no problem. You can write the single tag, it will work easily. That is how. But now what we did, we added more than one tag. One tag is H1, another tag is called bold, and both are inside a function. Now JSX is like in a component, if you have, in a function, if you have more than one element, then you cannot keep directly. You have to put inside a parent tag, then only it will be valid element. Else it will be as a invalid element. So what we have to do, we need to go here. And since now we have got two tags, one is called bold, another one is called H1. So both it must be inside a parent tag. So now I will open a parent tag called div and I will close that parent tag here. I will close that parent tag here. Right, you can save it. Save the file. Check once in the browser. Now it should work properly. Okay. Welcome React. Hello from PTag. Now save the file. Look into the browser. You can reload also. Both is working here. H1 is also working. Bold is also working. So now this function, app function, in the term of JavaScript, if we talk, in the term of JavaScript, if we talk, we used to write a function and we used to call the function. Same way here also you are doing. You wrote a function called function app, and then inside the function app, you wrote the HTML code. But in the term of React, you are not going to call it a function. In the term of React, you are going to call it a component. App, what we have written here, function app, it is in the term of JavaScript is a function that is valid, but in the term of React is not a function. It's called as a component. Okay, in the term of React is called as a component. Now inside the component, what we have added? Inside the component, we have added few lines of HTML code. There can be some JavaScript code also. So HTML code and JavaScript code will come together based on rule regulation of XML tags. Based on the rule regulation of XML. So you can say now, inside the current page, we have a component. It is going to consist, it is going to hold few lines of HTML and few lines of JavaScript. Then how we can define a component? A component in the React is just like a function of JavaScript. A component in the React is just like a function in JavaScript. that hold the HTML and JavaScript code together, that is called as a JSX. In a component, in a React, what is a component? So component is nothing but a function in JavaScript called a component in React that can hold the few lines of HTML and few line of JavaScript code combined together based on a rule regulation of XML. That is called as your component. If you remember your JavaScript, we used to write one function, getBook, and the getBook function we can call many times. We can write a function called getUser, and getUser function we can call many times. Similar way in React. Now suppose you wrote a function called app. It is not a function, it's called a component. Now wherever we want the app function, app component, we can call one time, we can call two times, we can call 100 times. There is no limitation at all. Okay, so you can say React component is combination of JavaScript and HTML code, and that can be reused again and again. Because of that, it's called React provide the reusability of the component. Reusability of the component is what? Component is nothing but is the function here, and the function we can call many times. We have done already, it is not new today. So when you call a function again and again, that is called reusable function. So same thing comes under the React, and people say React provide a function component reusability. Write a component one time, and that component you can use 100 times in another pages, no problem, it will work easily. Now same thing we need to discuss on the JSX part. What is the JSX, how it works, and after that again we can see the next level. Okay, so come now and see it's working here. So what is the component? Component in React is nothing but is a function where you can add the JavaScript code, you can add the HTML code, and that will be called as a JSX. In the term of JavaScript, it will call as a function. In the term of React, it will be called as a component. Okay, and function we can use many times. That is called component reusability. Apart from that, we will be remembering few lines of the JSX, how to write, where to write, and everything. Now come inside and just understand few points. Suppose you have written as of now div. So div becomes a parent tag, div becomes a parent element. Inside the division, the first element is h1, second element is b tag. Third element, I will add here one paragraph. It's a p tag. It's a p tag. Okay. Now when I look into my browser, it says it's a p tag, it's coming. Next, after that, React.js, the JSX rule says it is not necessary the parent tag can keep only division. Because of division or some other tag, if the UI is getting break, no need to worry. This division we can replace by any user defined tag. Example ABC open and ABC close. It can be any kind of tag. It can be predefined tag also, or it can be user defined tag also. So predefined tag is nothing but division, paragraph, section, line, those tags. User defined tag is nothing but we created our own. User defined tags are nothing but we created our own. Suppose we created a tag called ABC, tag open and close, it will work properly. When I look here, it's working. There is no error at all. Next, after that, it is not necessary. It should be only a ABC. It can be a empty tag also. Suppose I went here and I made like this. This will also work. Okay, this will also work. So here you have the HTML concept also. You can create your own tag. Anyhow, DHTML is happening dynamically. It's going to happen using the map and all. And after that, another option we have, we can create a empty tag also. The empty tag will consider as a parent tag and it will not give much burden to compiler while execution. So let me go here and show you. See, working. So the child tag, the inner level element, we can write our own, but outer level element, whichever we are writing as a parent element, it can be any user defined tag, it can be any predefined tag, or it can be empty tag also. That will also work. One more rule we have. Okay, one more rule we have. What is that? We can go here and instead of writing as a empty tag, if you remember the array concept, we can use here array concept also. Array concept we can use, but when we are using the array concept, h1 will become first element, bold will become second element, and the paragraph will become the third element. After every element, comma is required. Like how we create the array, so it's considered in that way, but this will become little tough for the programming. The square bracket concept will become tough. The best option is empty tag, predefined tag, and user defined tag. That two options if we follow, it will help. Okay, so hope ready. You saw all three methods. Not three method, four method. While writing the JSX, we have four method. While writing the JSX, we have four method. The first method, if there is no any parent tag, if there is only one tag, we can use directly single tag. If we have more than one tag, we must have to keep inside a parent tag. We must have to keep inside a parent tag. After that, if we have more than one tag, we can use a user defined tag also. We can use as a empty tag also, as well as we can use as a square concept also as a array concept. So this will help us to write the JSX. For that, we will be making a proper notes. In the next class, we'll make a proper notes like how to set up the project, the rule of the JSX, few lines, the definition for component, element, JSX element, what is the JSX, where it's come from. We'll create one small XML example file to understand how the XML data get arranged. Based on the XML, only our JSX is going to come. Okay, so that stuff will be on the next class. Next class when we have, today we have Friday, tomorrow we have Saturday. Tomorrow we will have almost last class of the Bootstrap. We can log in tomorrow and we'll try to see. Okay, then after that, next class will be again for the. Okay, so we can log in again tomorrow. Tomorrow Bootstrap class will be as usual time. What time we log in? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock we can log in, 8 to 9:30. for the bootstrap, and then we will see next level. Okay, for Roshan, you need to set up the project. I will show you again. Do this to the two line, keep proper internet, run both one by one, and after that, if the project is set up, then you will be with us. It will be helpful to maintain the common track for everyone. Okay.
Okay,
Hi,
sir.
sir. Archana here. My email ID, I don't think I received any mail, for the recordings.
Whenever I will add, either you will be absent or you will come after some time. Okay. Tell me your email again. I will add you now.
I have shared in the group.
Now send in the chat now again. Zoom chat.
Yeah. I just shared.
This is the new account you created
Yes.
or existing one. One I
No,
added you earlier. If you give that, then it will be problem for
no,
everyone.
this is other one. This is the other one.
Let me try. Getting added or not. You are in the laptop now. Hello.
I received a mail.
Click on that email.
Yes, accept invitation, right?
After that, it will come to the YouTube. There you will have option called switch channel.
Yes. Yeah, I just clicked here.
After that, you got any option called switch channel?
Yes, I just clicked the switch channels.
Now look in the left side, there will be playlist.
Yes.
Click on playlist and search for 7 a.m. That will be playlist called 7 a.m.
Zero views. I'm not getting that filter.
I will make you host. Quickly you can share the screen.
Sir, I'm connected through phone.
How to hide it then? You click on playlist.
Yes, I clicked on playlist in search when I tried to 7 a.m. It is not showing anything.
Anything 7 a.m. will be there. You can see here in my system if I go to the playlist.
Huh?
This UI 7 a.m. is not there. This line UI 7 a.m. April 22.
Yes, yes.
That is your playlist. You can follow that playlist.
Okay. Thank you, sir.